Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if it's not your first time here, thanks for coming back. So today I am going to be doing a Q&A get ready with me. I have a whole bunch of new products that I want to test out, both things that I have bought myself, things that I've gotten in PR. And while I do that, I asked you over on Instagram as well as in the community tab if you had any questions for me, because this month marks my 3-year anniversary on YouTube. And last year on my 2-year anniversary, I did a little bit of a Q&A and I had so much fun. So I decided to do it again for those of you who had questions again or new subscribers that have joined since last year. And you guys asked some really good questions, so I'm really looking forward to answering them. I am going to link all of the products I use down below in the description box, and if you enjoyed this video while you're watching it, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. So first thing I want to try out is, for my eyes, a couple of different things here. Kaja actually sent me in PR their Eye Bento Duo, so 2 of their bento box little tiny baby eyeshadow palettes. They're so cute and tiny. So there's 2 of them, Chocolate Dahlia and Forest Night, both of which are very neutral little 3-pan stacks. I've never used these before. I've heard good things about them though. So I am gonna be using the mattes from these. And for the shimmers on my lid, Fantasy Cosmetica's newest collection, the Lost Library collection, which I absolutely love the theme. They came out with 6 holochrome shadows, and these holochromes look divine. I'm definitely gonna stick one of these on my lid. So of course, a lot of the questions that were asked were either about dancing or makeup. So I'm gonna get to the dancing questions first, and then I'll transfer into like the YouTube makeup questions like that. Not too many people ask me about my personal life, which thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that. And the ones that did, you weren't too prying, so thank you. Forest Night Trio has 2 shimmers and like a sequin shade. So I actually think I'm going to use the Chocolate Dahlia Trio, which has 2 mattes and then a shimmer, and I'll probably use this in my inner corner. So I think I'll use Chocolate Dahlia. So I'm gonna start in with the lighter of the 2 matte shades through my crease. So the first question I'll answer, I kind of had a few different versions of this question, but it's, what age did you start ballroom dancing? People were just asking about how did you get into dancing and all of that. I've been dancing like tap, ballet, jazz since I was like 3 years old. Danced all through high school, all through college, but I went to school to be a music teacher. That was my goal. I wanted to be a high school band teacher, really. And in the state of Massachusetts, which is where I'm from, which is where I went to school, you have to have a master's degree to teach any age, any grade, any subject. You need to have a master's. And honestly, approaching my senior year of college, I was like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I just wanted to get out. And I wanted to obviously graduate, do well with my bachelor's degree, but I was not interested in continuing my education. Technically, my major was fine and performing arts with a concentration in music. When I graduated college, I needed to just get a job just to have some sort of income. I didn't really even care exactly what it was. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And so I saw a job posting on Craigslist, because that's how we used to get our job listings back in the day, if you know, you know. And it was to be a receptionist at a ballroom dancing studio called Fred Astaire, which is a franchised chain dance studio. They have many, many, many locations across the world, but particularly in the United States, they have quite a few. So I found a desk position at that studio, and I thought to myself, well, at least I'm around the arts. It's not exactly what I want specifically, but I just need a job. Like, I'd moved out and moved into an apartment and I just needed some income, and I didn't really want to work. I had actually, my first job out of college was an office job and I absolutely hated it. I ended up quitting pretty soon after. So long story short, I ended up becoming a desk person at that studio when I was 20, I think I just turned 22. And then about 9 months later, I became an instructor because I took lessons while I was at the desk, and I discovered that I really loved ballroom dancing. I'd never done ballroom dancing before the age of 22, but of course, like I said, I had done all different other types of dance as well. So I picked it up really fast. And so when I was 22, that's when I started teaching. That was in 2009. So I've been doing it for 15 years will be January. That's crazy. That's crazy, but yeah. I did it full time for about 13 years, 13 and a half years. I no longer do it full time anymore. I'm gonna go into the deeper matte shade in this quad, but that worked out really nicely. I don't do it full time anymore. I teach about, I would say, an average of 10 private lessons a week. I do 2 group classes a week. I dance host, which means I am hired once a week by 3 people, male or female, sometimes a mix, that I go to a dance with them and dance with them for the night. If they don't have a partner to dance with, I also DJ ballroom dances in the area that I live in. So I am doing a little bit of everything when it comes to dancing, and I also have a professional partner that I've been dancing with for about 6 months. And we have our first competition coming up in December, which I'm really, really excited about. And I'm actually competing with him in the country ballroom circuit. So not the traditional ballroom circuit, but the country circuit, which is so fun and exciting. I've only started doing that about a year ago and I really enjoy it. So, and then I also had a question, does your husband dance? No, he doesn't. And I also had a question about how we met. Of course, if you want like more depth information into that, I can link last year's video because he actually came on camera with me. He's at work, so I can't do that today, but we talked a little bit more in depth about it. But I actually hired him. I used to run a studio when I first moved to Florida 7 years ago, and I hired him, or actually my partner hired him to teach beginners. He had never danced before, but he is handsome. If you've seen him before, you know. And I just needed someone to teach single ladies that would come in and want to learn to dance. He could just teach them some basic stuff, move them around the dance floor, make them feel happy and all that. So he was working at my studio for about, I want to say like 8 months before we started even dating. He is 10 years younger than me. And so when I first met him, I was actually already in another relationship and I was not really interested in him. But of course, things ended up happening later on. So yeah, that's how we met. And he doesn't, I mean, he can dance. He doesn't like to dance. Like I'll ask him once in a while to come to one of my classes, and he will, like if I ask him to, but he's not really interested in dancing. And the thing is, especially with men, they're the leaders. So, well, I find with a lot of men, they need to feel really confident in order to enjoy it. And the more you know, the more confident you are on the dance floor. And dancing is a lot harder than it seems. So it does take quite a lot of effort to get to be pretty good. Like you have to be really consistent. It's like going to the gym, right? You can't go to the gym once a week and expect to progress and get results. It requires some motivation, it requires some follow through, and he's just not really interested enough to get that. So I don't feel like he's got enough confidence on the dance floor, even though he's good. Like he can dance, he can do really good basics, but I don't know how much his interest level is there to continue. Those mats blended really easily, really nice. I don't really have any complaints. So far, so good. Let's pick out one of these holochromes to use. They're all so beautiful. Oh my gosh, is that so beautiful? Oh my goodness. How can I pick one?
7 hours later.
Okay, they're all so beautiful, but I think I'm gonna use this one called Codex over here. Can you see it? This one. Codex over here. This is described as a holographic reflex with a deeper orange, bronze, green, blue shift. That sounds beautiful. Let me put down the NYX glitter primer first. So beautiful. Oh my goodness. Wow, is that gorgeous. So the moment that I'm filming this, Fantasy Cosmetica is doing a sale for Black Friday all this week. And the new collection is, I think, 8% off. Typically, the singles are retailing for $14.99, but they are on sale for $13.79 each. And the magnetic palette is on sale for $8.27. But that is absolutely stunning. Buxom actually sent me quite a few new products. So they sent me their eye kit, which includes their Powerline Lasting Eyeliner and their mascara. So I am going to use these today. For my liner, I'm literally just going to put a black line on my lash line. I'm not going to do a wing or anything. But I've not tried either of these products before. Then I had questions like, what made you decide to start a YouTube channel and how did you do it? And I think I already did answer this last year, but I'll kind of give an abbreviated version. Oh, it's a pencil eyeliner. It's kind of like a flat Oh, this is a pencil eyeliner. I didn't realize that. I thought it was a liquid eyeliner. I'll try it anyway, why not? And it comes with like a smudging brush on the other side. I probably won't use that. It looks quite large. And I did answer the question on my last video, but basically I've always wanted to do it since I've been watching beauty YouTube. I think I started watching beauty YouTube in 2017. And ever since then, I've always been intrigued and wanted to do it. But my husband owns a video production company. So when we got together and the pandemic hit and I had to stop teaching, I thought that was the perfect opportunity because I have all of the equipment, I have the editing program, and he knows how to do it all. So when I first started, he was really helping me a lot. Of course, I do everything on my own now, but that is a major reason why I was able to get started so quickly with good quality. I mean, even though my first videos were awful, and that's the thing, it's totally okay. Like, if you are interested in starting a channel, know that like your first handful of videos are gonna be awful, and that's okay. That is okay. They're a dry run, and it's all just like an experience to get better and to learn. And every time, even now, like every time I do a video, I feel like I learn something new. I'm definitely gonna go over that with a liquid eyeliner. I don't know what I was thinking, but it's fine. Maybe I'll use that in my waterline. So I just popped off camera. I lined with a liquid liner and I added some lash primer to my lashes. I always use a lash primer when I put mascara on. I need that little bit of extra help, you know? So then I'm gonna go in with the Buxom mascara. Damn, this is a big wand. Holy moly. This is gonna be interesting. Then I had quite a few related questions, like someone asked, I would love to know what are your go-to, I woke up late and I don't have time for makeup products. I had someone else ask, what is your everyday makeup routine? Do you have a no makeup look? And then someone also asked, how has your makeup style evolved as you've gotten older? Do you see yourself changing your aesthetic as you age? Asking as someone who is soon to be 54 and still loves shimmer eyeshadow even with older eyelids. First of all, good for you. Keep wearing whatever you're wearing. And for me personally, I'm gonna answer all of those questions kind of in the same answer. I don't really have a no makeup look. If I don't have time to do my makeup, I just don't do my makeup. My feelings and thoughts have changed over, I would say, the past 3 years, even less, maybe even 2 years, that I don't really put makeup on to look better. And I know people say that and it's like, yeah, sure. I really put makeup on for the experience and the application and like the fun of it. I obviously enjoy having a nice end result, but I would say a big factor or a big reason I love doing my makeup is the actual application of it. So I don't like being rushed. Like in general, getting ready, I don't like being rushed. So if I don't have quite a lot of time to put makeup on, I just don't wear makeup. I don't wear makeup to work a lot. I didn't used to be that way. I think when I was younger, I felt like I had to wear makeup to work. And actually, I used to have a boss that would make us wear makeup to work, which I think is ridiculous. But now that I'm my own boss, if I don't feel like wearing makeup that day, I just don't wear makeup. And honestly, I can't remember the last time I wore a no makeup look, just put on a little concealer. I can't remember. It's been probably over a year that I've done that. So that's that answer to that question. And then what's my everyday makeup? Every single day, I'm either filming or testing makeup that's coming in for the purpose of a video. So every day I'm putting on a full face of makeup or I'm not wearing makeup at all. So my everyday makeup is either no makeup or a full face makeup. And that's again because the channel has evolved in a way that I'm so thankful I'm getting a lot of PR that I really have to be doing something every day in order to stay caught up. There's very rarely a time where I'm just doing my makeup for the sake of doing my makeup and using old products. It's a rare occasion, honestly. So it's good and bad. You know, there are definitely times, and next year I want to make an effort to use products in my collection that I have that I love. And there are still a handful of products that I do use and love and all of that, but I don't really have an everyday makeup routine apart from things that I'm testing. So I am going to use the Fenty Beauty Eaze Drop Foundation. I did just upload a Sephora haul And I bought this on recommendation from Aniela Kanikvis. She raves about it. I have mine in the shade 5. I've never used this product before, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm just gonna apply this with a beauty sponge. So another question along the same vein is, what advice would you give someone who's just starting to play with more creative styles of makeup? And along with the last question that I kind of only half answered about, does my style evolve through my age? I feel like I've come to a point now where I just don't care about what other people think about the makeup that I'm wearing, if that makes sense. Like, I used to feel weird going out with really creative makeup or really over-the-top makeup, and I used to feel like people were judging me, or on the adverse side, if I wasn't wearing makeup, I would feel weird, people looking at me and thinking like, gosh, she looks awful, she's not wearing makeup. So I live right outside of a giant retirement community, and a lot of my students are in the retirement community. A lot of them have no filter, let's put it that way. I've had quite a few students since moving to Florida that have said things to me like, you really need to put makeup on. You look so much better with makeup. Are you okay? You know, me just without makeup. Are you all right? Do you feel all right today? I have very dark circles under my eyes. And so a lot of times people think I'm sick or whatever. And those comments used to really get to me. And they just don't anymore. I just don't care. If someone has a problem with how I look with or without makeup, that's their problem. It's not my problem. And so my advice, if you want to start experimenting with more creative makeup, if you're holding back because you're worried about what other people are going to think about it, honestly, it's not your problem what other people think about your makeup. If they have a problem with it, then you don't really want their friendship or anything anyway. You know, like, I don't want to be conversing with someone who is judging me based on what kind of powdered color I have on my face today. Do you know what I'm saying? So that is honestly, how my thinking has evolved as I've gotten older. I've not dimmed down my makeup. I've not been like, oh, I'm getting older, I probably should wear less makeup, or no, screw that. I'm gonna wear what I wanna wear. Maybe some days I wanna wear a more neutral look. Maybe some days I don't want to wear as much blush, but that has nothing to do with what someone else is gonna perceive me as, more than just what I'm feeling. So my advice is, wear what you wanna wear. You can always wash it off if it goes bad. Another thing I always tell my students is practice things like, if you're nervous about like putting on eyelashes or doing a graphic liner, practice at home on a day where you are not gonna go out, like that you're not rushed. You have the time to really perfect the things you wanna perfect. That's kind of my advice. So this foundation looks nice. The color actually looks good. It's definitely a light coverage. Like, I have a lot of breakouts on my chin right now, and it didn't really cover the breakouts, but that's the claim anyway of this foundation. Actually, let me see if I can build it up just right on my chin area. Yep, that did build up a little bit, but it's still, you can still see the breakouts, which is great. I mean, it's a skin tint, so that makes sense. But overall, I think it looks nice. Of course, I gotta wear it for a little while to see how it looks over time. Let's take a break from the makeup questions for some just like random fun questions. What's your favorite animal? Honestly, I love cats. I was never a cat person till I owned a cat. Now I love cats. But I would say my absolute favorite animal is a hammerhead shark. I love them. I think they're the coolest animal in the world. I would love to see one day, like in the wild. How cool would that be? I would even consider swimming with one. I love them. I think they're so cool. Pat, hi Pat, by the way, she said, congratulations, Rachel. Okay, where would you go, your dream vacation, and where would you like to live, your dream place to live? My dream vacation would be to go to Italy. I would absolutely love to go to Italy. I'm determined to make this happen next year. I've always wanted to go. I am 50% Italian. Some of my family still lives in Italy. I would love to go to Italy. That's my number one dream vacation. And as to where I would live, I moved to Florida 7 years ago from Massachusetts. I absolutely love Florida. I don't want to leave Florida. My husband, he would love to live out west. I hate the snow. I don't want to live somewhere where it snows. And we got married in Colorado Springs, and that is kind of his dream to live there. And I've heard from people like, oh, it snows in Colorado Springs, but it melts pretty quick. I don't care. If I never see snow again, it's totally fine with me. I like the warmth. I would love to live in like the Sarasota area. So like the Gulf Coast. That would be like my ultimate favorite place to live, on the beach. That would be amazing. Any more fur babies in your future? Absolutely. So I have a cat named Ringo, and he is a little bit over a year old. He is the light of my life. I love him so much. And I would absolutely want another cat. We are planning to get one come the new year. We are going on vacation at the end of the year for about a week. So I didn't want to get one before we left on a week-long vacation, because we are going to obviously bring our cat to one of our family members' house to watch the cat. So we didn't want to dump a brand new kitten on them either. So when we get back in January, absolutely, we're going to get another cat. 100% yes. I would love to get like 2 more cats, 3 more cats. Okay. I'm becoming a crazy cat lady and I don't hate it. But because of where we live, 2 cats max is what we can really fit in here comfortably. So maybe one day when we move out, I would get more. But for now, 1 more is good. Tell us something most of us don't know about you. When I was in college, I was in a Guitar Hero competition. Anybody in the school could enter, and there was a lot of people, and I came in second. I came in second out of a lot of people. I was one of the only women, actually. I used to be nasty at Guitar Hero. Spent probably too much time playing to get that good, but that used to be one of my absolute hidden talents. Was I was amazing at Guitar Hero. Second in my college. I haven't played in a while. Like, I've played at the arcades, but it's not the same. I used to play on a PlayStation 2. That was my game system that I played on. I would absolutely love to get my hands on a PS2 and a Guitar Hero game and a guitar. Maybe I should ask for that for Christmas. Oh man, I had to go off camera and switch into a tank top. Every time I wear like a cute long sleeve shirt and I think it's a good idea to wear it on camera, I end up melting. I end up melting because of the lights and because I have to shut my air conditioning off. I'm hot. Let's try this pencil eyeliner in the waterline just for kicks. The shape of it's kind of weird to get into the waterline, and it's not really showing up very well. Oh well. Let me go in with the Chocolate Dahlia. I'm gonna go in with the, is this light enough for the inner corner? Let's try this. I'm not sure if it's gonna be light enough. I could layer something else on top if I needed to, of course. I guess it'll do. Okay, another question that I had, and this is the perfect opportunity, is what are your Holy Grail products in 2023? I'm gonna do a whole video coming up in December about the best products that I tried this year, but I have to say right off the bat, the Give Beauty Pick It Up Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo in the shade Toastin'. If you can see, I've used the crap out of this thing. Absolutely love it. I love the formula of both the cream and the powder. I've been reaching for this a lot this year. It is just super easy to use. I love the tone. I really, really enjoy this product. I bought a couple of things from Glamlight recently. Oh, I meant to put this on while I was getting ready. Well, I guess I can do it now. So I bought the A Nightmare on Elm Street Killer Lip Oil. The packaging on this is so good. Like the outer packaging, absolutely love it. So I want to put this on. I did only just swatch it, and it gives like a very, very sheer red color. I don't smell a scent, but I'm also not really the best person to ask about stuff like that. Apparently I have a really bad sense of smell, because a lot of products that people say have a scent, I don't smell. Don't love the applicator. It's like kind of small. Feels nice though. Feels very nice. A little bit more on the medium thickness, so it's not like super thin, but it's not gloopy. Okay. I also picked up the A Nightmare on Elm Street blush trio, and these blushes look very beautiful, and they feel super silky when I swatch them, and they swatched very pigmented. So I'm gonna go in with a light hand. Okay, I'm gonna try to go in with the light hand. I'm gonna go into the lightest shade here, which is like a peachy pink. Very powdery, a lot of kick up in the pan. I'm scared. It's really pretty. Really, really pretty. So what I did is I picked it up, I shook it off, and I even just patted it on my hand just to get any excess product off, because I can tell that it's a very pigmented blush. Yeah, that's beautiful. And then I also picked up the Friday the 13th highlighter because I heard really, really good things about this highlighter, that it's a little bit more of a smooth highlighter, which for Glamlight is definitely different. They tend to do more like sparkly, glittery highlighters, which I love, but I was definitely intrigued to try out this formula. A lot comes up. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Ooh, that is pretty. Does this go with the look? Absolutely not. Do I care? No. Oh, that is so pretty. Love that. All right, I'm gonna go off camera. I'm just gonna put on some lashes and my brows, and I will come back so we can do the lips together, and I will finish up the last few questions. All right, the last few questions that I wanna answer are about like YouTube goals, stuff like that. So my best friend Gina, who I will link her Instagram down below, she's a makeup artist in the New England area. If you are looking for a makeup artist for a special event, she is amazing. She's been my best friend since 4th grade, so love her to death. She asked me, where do you see yourself in the next 3 years? And I had a couple of people ask stuff like that. I'm horrible when it comes to goals, and I had questions about like, what are your goals, YouTube goals? Have you accomplished the goals that you set for yourself? Honestly, I didn't set goals for myself. I just started doing this because I felt inspired to do it. And I just kept doing it because it's been something I've been enjoying and I love it. Like, I'm obsessed with making videos. Every single moment that I'm not working my other job, I am filming or testing makeup or planning. I'm just constantly immersed in doing YouTube. I just love it so much. So my goal in 3 years is I want this to be my main job. I want to keep dancing as a part of my life. Like, I would love to be doing YouTube as my full-time job, teaching a couple of dance group classes a week, and then dancing professionally and, you know, maybe running an open dance once a month. But I definitely want to transfer out of teaching as much as possible. I have a little bit of it in my life, but have YouTube be my main job. That is my goal in 3 years. I would also love to not be living in an apartment. I would love to live in a house. That's another goal for me. And other than that, just live a very happy life. I would love to just be able to be comfortable. I'm not someone that's motivated necessarily by being rich. I don't want to have a ton of money. Like, that's not something to me that sounds attractive, to be like a billionaire. I want to just be able to live comfortably, enjoy life, spend time with family, travel, live in a house, and be able to do what I love. That's honestly what my goals would be. Maybe that's why I'm not the best goal maker. Like, I don't feel like long-term goals are easy for me to really be motivated by. I more think about the short term, and I'm able to accomplish things short term. So like, my next goal is I would love to get to 10K. I'm almost there. Once I get to 10K, I'm gonna have a little celebration, enjoy it. I hope that made sense. So I'm gonna go in with this Buxom lip liner. This is the Powerline Plumping Lip Liner in Dangerous Dolly, which is one of their colors they've had forever that's like a mauve. I did wipe off that Glamlight lip oil and it felt really nice. I like the point on this because it's a triangle, so it is easy to line and also to fill in. It gets the job done quickly. I will say this is a very creamy lip liner, so that may or may not be a plus for you. And then on the other side, there's a smudging brush, which I personally won't use. But this color is pretty. It's definitely a little more pink than I go, but it's pretty. And then I'm gonna top it off with the gloss. This is the Plump Shot Collagen Infused Lip Serum in the shade Dolly Babe. It's been a minute since I've had a Buxom gloss. White Russian was my go-to. I don't think this is necessarily a gloss or like a super high shine gloss. What does it say? Lip serum. And from what I remember, their lip plumping products are not burning, they're more cooling. Like, I feel a cooling action. I don't like burning lip products. I think the last question I'm gonna answer is, what keeps you motivated to keep doing YouTube? And to me, that's like asking, what keeps me motivated to eat chocolate? There is absolutely no motivation necessary. I just really feel a very strong pull to create videos. I fully enjoy every day that I sit down to edit a video, to film a video. Now, I may be naive, and this may be just because I'm such a small creator. Like, I don't feel like there's any downside to filming or being on YouTube. I don't get mean comments, thankfully not yet, but again, that may be just because I'm a smaller creator. I get to interact with you guys. I get to do what I love. Now, I guess the only downside, and I said this last year, is that I don't make money, hardly any money. Like, no way could I live off the money that I make doing YouTube at this point. But I don't feel like, I said, money's not a big motivator for me. I mean, it is in a sense, like, I need to pay my bills, obviously. But I'm so thankful that I just enjoy this so much that I don't really need motivation. I don't find that I'm unmotivated ever. I quite feel the opposite. I feel like I don't have enough time in my day to do all of the videos, to do all of the things that I want to do. My other job gets in my way. That's truly how I feel. So, and I want to thank all of you guys so much for being here, because I could not possibly keep doing this if I didn't have you all here watching me. And you've been so supportive of me, whether you're a new subscriber or you've been here since the beginning. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here with me here on the channel. I fully enjoy interacting with you, and I love reading your comments. You guys make my day. When you leave me a comment, it really makes my day, and it makes all of this worthwhile for me to continue. So thank you so much for all the congratulations that you all gave me in the comments when I asked about the Q&A. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you. The lip plumper's getting a little spicy. It's getting a little spicy, and this color is it's a little reddish pink. It's not my favorite color. It's not my favorite color, but it's okay. Overall, everything I used today worked out great. The shimmer on my lid from the Fantasy Cosmetica Lost Library collection, love. The mattes from the Kaja palettes worked out great. The blush looks stunning. The highlighter looks stunning. The foundation looks good, actually, thus far. I will continue to wear this and see how it looks throughout the day. But overall, everything except for this lip is probably my least favorite thing. And the eyeliner pencil, probably things that I'm not loving right off the bat, but otherwise, I like this look. Thank you so much to everybody that submitted a question, whether you did it on Instagram or on the community tab. And thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot when you do that. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing before you leave. I do upload videos weekly, and I'd love to see you back on my channel again. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.